Alright, so I wanted to go over a few things. The main thing I want to talk about is drinking water. And there's actually 5 really good reasons that you should be drinking water. Ice cold water to be specific, but just drinking a lot of water indeed is good for you. For starters, drinking water is going to speed up your metabolism. It's going to clean out your livers, your kidneys, all your insides, and it will aid in weight loss. Then of course, if you're drinking cold water, like around 40 degrees, maybe a little bit colder, maybe a little bit warmer, I usually say around 40 degrees is good, your body will actually have to warm that up and burn calories in the process of warming that water up, which will, of course, help with your metabolism and your weight loss goals. Now, don't sit here and think that because you drink a gallon of ice cold water a day, you're going to magically burn 2,000 calories. Because the truth is, you really only burn about 1 calorie per ounce of water. It really is that low. And if you think about it, even if you drink 2 gallons of water a day, that's only 256 calories. And it actually comes to a little bit more than that, but not much more. So I really wouldn't necessarily count it as taking calories away from you, but I would take into consideration the fact that it does actually boost your metabolism. Now, aside from the metabolism boosting, it will also curb your appetite if you keep your stomach full of water all day long. Throughout the day, you should be drinking water to keep yourself hydrated. And as you consume that water, it's going to prevent your appetite from getting very large, causing you to hit some of those cravings that you have. The next reason for drinking water, it doesn't matter a whole lot to me. Most of the female viewers will be more concerned about it. But drinking water does actually improve your complexion. It makes you actually look healthier than, well, I mean, you are healthy if you're drinking water anyways, but it makes your skin look a lot healthier. It gives it that natural glow. Also, drinking water will actually increase your energy levels. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that water has calories in it because it doesn't, but if you are chronically dehydrated, or even just slightly dehydrated, you will actually not feel as energized. And I can speak from this just from experience myself. I just got back into the whole working out thing. I'm about to finish my first week, and I've actually made it a point to drink a minimum of 2 gallons a day, and I actually have been doing a little bit more than that. I'll explain that towards the end, but I feel so much better than I usually do when I wake up and also when I go to bed. And also, I've been sleeping better. Hey, enough about me going off on that tangent, though. We'll get back to that later. The other great thing about drinking water is it will actually eliminate bloating. Now, some of us don't really have to worry about this, and hopefully none of us do if you're on a weight loss plan, because bloating is generally caused by eating a really salty meal, eating too much, or consuming alcohol, all of which are no-nos in my opinion, but it will actually eliminate bloating. Now, of course, you don't want to drink too much water. If you deplete all the sodium in your body, you will give yourself hyponatremia, and it's a very uncomfortable, unpleasant feeling. But it is a good idea to slowly throughout the day drink water. Now, what I actually do, or what I've been doing, and it seems to be working very well so far, I keep 3 gallons, 3 1-gallon jugs in the refrigerator at all times. Well, actually 2, because there's one that I'm drinking on while the other 2 are getting cold, or remaining cold. And what I actually do is, when I wake up in the morning, I usually wake up about 3 hours before I go to work. While I'm doing all my morning stuff, getting ready for work, making breakfast, making my snacks, and my lunch for work, I will sip on a gallon of cold water until that gallon is gone. Then, I refill that, put that back into the refrigerator, take one of the other cold gallons out, and just sip on that throughout the day while I'm at work. Now, I usually don't finish that gallon. I usually only get about halfway through it. But then when I come home, I refill that, put that back into the refrigerator, sip on it here and there, and then when it comes to about 3 hours before bedtime and after my workout, I would generally sip on that other gallon because it's cold, and I will finish that gallon up before I go to bed. So that's 2 gallons of cold water that I drink throughout the day. And in my opinion, it really helps. Now, I will say this. There is a little bit of debate over whether or not drinking cold water really burns calories. The reason why is, well, people believe that it does because your body does have to actually warm that water up. However, some people argue that it doesn't really burn calories because your body is creating that heat anyways, and if you weren't drinking that water, that heat would simply go to waste. I don't necessarily think that it's true. In my experience, drinking cold water does help. The other argument, of course, being that drinking any cold liquids actually interferes with the digestive process. And I have heard that before, but I usually heard that in reference to carbonated beverages and alcohol. I don't really think that water plays necessarily much of a role in that. The topic, of course, is up for debate. I would love to hear anyone's feedback. Let me know what you think, what you know, or what you think you know. I would certainly love a discussion to come about of it. Maybe we can figure everything out. Aside from the water thing, I did want to let everybody know that I will be taping the week 2 workout video on Saturday, ready to be posted on Sunday for those of you who are actually following me along. I was thinking about taking a picture of me because honestly I've made a noticeable change in my appearance. It's not big, but it is noticeable. But I'm going to try to hold back on that till at least week 4. My plan is to show my appearance at the end of week 4, the end of week 8, and then of course the end of week 16. Once the workout program is complete, I actually already have another project planned. I'm a little disappointed right now because not a lot of people, actually nobody has entered the contest. If it does come to nobody joining or entering the contest rather, I'm just going to take the prize money and donate it to a good cause, probably the Wounded Warrior Foundation, but we'll see. Right now it doesn't look like anybody's really interested in entering the contest, probably because I'm new, but I'm sure that after the 16 weeks and I show my results, people will at least be slightly interested. My next project is pretty large, and it's going to have a great opening for it. I've already planned all the marketing for it. Marketing is in me making the commercial. I don't have any sort of advertising plan other than posting a video on YouTube. After that project, I actually have another larger project to add on to that, and hopefully by the end of that my popularity will increase. I would at least like it to get to the point where people talk about me on Facebook or something, but it's going to take work for me to get there. And you know, the ultimate goal really is I just want to help out as many people as I can with this. The truth is that weight loss is actually relatively, I shouldn't say easy, but if you know what you're doing, it's not as difficult as people make it out to be. Anyways, just want to give you the info on the water and a quick little update. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see everyone for my week 2 workout video. Thank you. Bye.